At Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check, 52's the mark. Watch it slap, watch it slap, watch it slap. Check. Man, 80.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
We're going to sign. Check that one, Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I got it. Check. Man, 80. Mike 52. Go. I got you, boy.
Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 11 more on that one and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Bell a first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready. Check, 53's money. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. Second and 5 now. Winston, it's caught, Stills, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Black 22.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Hey, I'm ready. Check 37. Check 37.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The 16-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I got it.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
49, check 49.
On the toss play, this is Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 24, check 24. General West. Check 52 the mark. Check 52 the mark.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And this one's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for... Only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check it out, it's 61. Matchbox lights.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Freddie, white 25. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Darnold on 1st down. Crowder's got it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
1st and 10. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where...
Now, Drake loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Kill. Red 80.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Darnold from the gun. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm coming after you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Throwing, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check. Lucky. White. Check. Let's go.
Winston now. He's going to air one out. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 17.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Check 50.
A first down throw, Darnold. Oh, what a move. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's bring it.
first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 16 yards, a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Son. We ain't giving him nothing today. Ready?
Now Bell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The 31-yard line.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now Winston. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they?
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let him know, let him know.
From the gun, Winston. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So they look like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And over the middle, this is Parker. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
There's a mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go. Watch your ship. Watch your ship. Hey, watch your ship. Hey, 80.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go, son. 52. Hey, 80.
To throw is Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Here we go, son. 80. 52's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. Motion, motion, motion.
On first down, Bell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Darnold completes it. Trot it. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Here's Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing here on third down. Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
And they will take a knee here.
Darnold on the keeper.